Hello, friends. We're going to start out sitting today. You can grab a cushion if you want to sit on a riser so your hips are a little higher than your legs, or you could just go butt to floor. Sit with your knees bent, some space between your legs. If you're long-legged, that can be like that with your toes up. You want to find a position where you can be sitting vertical. So your sit bones are underneath you, rib cage and head are stacked over your pelvis. Let's start out just tuning into breath, taking a moment or two to get centered and mindful for the rest of the workout. I want you to inhale to sit up tall through your spine. When you exhale, drop your chin and curl forward, rounding your upper body towards your legs. Now we're going to hold here, take a deep breath in, focusing the air into the bottom of your lungs, and then stay for an exhale, compressing your abs a little bit deeper and releasing tension out of your neck and shoulders. As you breathe in, visualize the air going into your back, so you observe the ribs expanding away from the spine, and stay for another exhale, feeling the abdominal wall compress as you blow the air out. Take one more breath in to stay at the bottom. Now sense those sit bones, and as you exhale, root down into them and stack your spine up, one bone at a time, coming all the way back up to vertical. Now, we still are going to use that as the base. You're going to switch your hands to the back of your thighs. This is an exercise called click-clack because we're going to rock on and off of the sit bones. So you're going to curl your pelvis back. We're going to roll off the sit bones towards the sacrum and then rock back up. I'm having you keep your hands on your legs to create a limit. You should only be rolling back an amount that lets you have strength to come back up and rock back. Now challenge yourself to rise up onto those sit bones evenly. Curl down. Inhale all the way up to vertical. 2 more times to roll back and lift up. Last time, curl back and lift back up. Now, with or without the support, go ahead and roll yourself down onto your back. My mat's all a mess. Now we want to work still with little space between your legs. My pants are falling off already. All right, feet kind of close to your body, 6 to 8 inches away from your pelvis. Let's get into a set of hip rolls. As you exhale, curl through imprint, start to roll the pelvis off the mat. We're going to lift a vertebra at a time till you're at the base of your shoulders. Stay here and take a breath in at the top. Exhale to roll back down through your spine. Make sure you come all the way back to neutral, allowing a little curve into your low back again. As you exhale, start to curl off. We always want to sequence the abdominals starting the motion, but then the glutes and the hamstrings lifting you up. And if you keep those abs connected, that'll keep the work out of your back. Hold here, take an inhale to stay, and then exhale to roll back down. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, curl your hips up, rolling all the way through to a bridge. Inhale to stay at the top, and then exhale to roll back down. All right, we're going to be right back to that bridge in a second. Shift your attention to your upper body first, and let's do a set of arm circles. I want you to take your arms overhead as you inhale, circle them around to your hips, just so we're getting a little shoulder movement in this warm-up. And one more time, inhale, reach back. Exhale to circle. Let's reverse it. Inhale, arms circle overhead. Exhale, lift the arms, return them down. Nice big circle around, and then down to your sides. One more time like that. I'm going to have you reverse direction again. We're going to add an ab prep. So go overhead with the arms. As you circle them, curl up your head and shoulders. Lower your head as you reach overhead. Curl back up. Lay down. I'm going to do a longer set in each direction. That was 3. Let's do 2 more this way. Exhale, look to the thighs as you curl up. Now when you get up, I want you to pause. Let's reverse the arms. You're going to circle them out to the side and overhead. Lead with them, crunch up. Big circle overhead, flex forward and around. Crunch up. 2 more times, circle. Crunch up, circle, and crunch up. All right, let your arms stay by your side. Lower your head. Back to that bridge. Now, I want you to take your hips up and down 3 more times without the sense of articulating through your spine. So this time, you're just going to lift your hips like a drawbridge, going up, drawbridge coming down. You're going to take an exhale as the hips go up. Inhale to lower. Now I still need the abdominal muscles, but now they're just stabilizing me so I retain neutral as I go up and down. Take one leg up to tabletop. Give me 3 more on one leg. Don't be afraid to use your arms. Brace into them. Lift your hips up to the bridge and lower back down. Trying to keep the sides of the hips level as you move through space. One more time to lift and drop back down. Switch legs. Exhale, press into your stabilizing foot, lift your hips to bridge. If this is a new exercise to you, give a lot of pressure on your big toe. That's a great way to keep your inner thigh active. It'll help with your alignment. And then back down. All right, from here, turn onto your side. Place your bottom hand under your head. And I want you to work with your legs in tabletop position. All right, so you're going to take the top leg and we're going to lift it up so it's hovering. I want you to make a circle with that top leg. We're going to keep your knee bent at about 90 degrees, but you're going to pull up into a little more hip flexion to start that circle. 2 more this way. And when you get to the bottom, let's reverse it. Take it back and around. Keeping your knee bent as you draw the circle should give you a little more freedom in your hip joint. One more time. And then back down. All right, now I want you to extend your legs. Lift your top leg up to hip height. And then we're going to take your top hand behind your head as well. I'm going to have you bend your knee and flex your foot and then extend the leg. And this is just a regular hamstring curl. We're going to flex the foot, point the toes, flex the foot, point the toes. Now, as you bend your knee, I'm going to have you swing the leg back and rotate forward a little. Come out of the rotation, extend the leg. Start by bending the knee, swing the leg back in balance with the rotation of the upper body. Bend and twist and return. 2 more times, rotate and back. Last one that way and return. Now you're going to kick the leg forward, keeping it straight. Flex your foot, rotate your upper body the other direction, and come back to stacked up. And twist and return. Let's do 3 more of these. I am letting my head just drop into my bottom hand as I twist. And I'm getting a hamstring stretch on that top one. Of course, we're putting it together. So now bend your knees, swing back as you twist forward. Straighten the leg, kick it forward as you go back. And again, bent knee, rotate one way. Extended leg, twist back. Let's do 3. Kick forward, push out through your heel. And 2. And forward. One more time, swinging back. And kick forward. I did not wear the best shirt for working out today. My pants are falling off. My shirt's falling up. Maybe these are the best clothes for the workout today. Let's say we leg circle. All right, rest your head on your bottom arm. Top hand could just be resting on the mat at this point. So get that top leg up to hip height and go ahead and draw the circle with the leg. There's going to be a little movement at your hips, but generally stay on your side. Love using this hand, pressing down into the floor to know that you're stable. Let's go the other way. And that's fine to do. That's not like a cheat. Just make sure you're not shrugging your shoulder. Slide it down. Keep it braced. It's your kickstand. 2 more times. And last one. All right, nice hip work. Both legs out straight. Top, hands behind the head. All right, get that top leg up to hip height. Just 3 times. Just give me the hamstring curl alone. I want you to feel that in isolation, just so you can kind of cope with the balance on your side. Now let's do 5, where you add the rotation to get a little more range of motion. Oh, guess what? Somebody named Kate Falone is not as good at this side. Man, I always pick my better side first. Someday I'll remember to do this first. One more time. Kick. Return. I hate when I talk about myself in the third person. That's so weird. Sorry about that. All right, kick forward, straight leg, flex foot, twist the other way, and then return. And back. I should at least call myself something funny or like by nickname or something. 2 more times. I'm open to suggestions. You can comment on this YouTube channel. 1 more time. All right, let's put it together. So now you're going to rotate forward as you bend the knee and kick it back. Now with the straight leg, kick forward and rotate the other way. We go one way to the other. Notice I have not said anything about your breathing. That's totally on purpose. I hope you have been. And 2 more times. Kicking forward and back, forward and back. All right, let's go on your stomach. W shape with your arms. Legs are parallel with a little space in between your legs. Let's get through some extension with your upper back so we can kind of feel the limits of using the upper back instead of the lower back muscles. Press into your forearms slightly and then start to lift your gaze to begin peeling away from the mat again. So the head comes first, then the chest, and we bring the ribs off till there's just 1 or 2 left. Hold your lift for a breath in, and then as you exhale, come back down. Now, if this is new to you, again, that's all you need to focus on. But if you've been doing this, now focus on elongating the neck. So as you come up, reach your ears away from your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades slightly back and down in the direction of a V to the mid-back. Now, as you stay here, we can use the inhale to expand the chest even more. And as you exhale, your focus is elongation. Try to pull each bone away from the ones below it as you lower back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, start to lift. Pretend to push a pencil away with your nose. Now slide your shoulder blades back and down. Give a little pressure into the forearms as you lift up. Stay here. Take an inhale to hold. And then exhale, hug the ribs together. Lower back down. All right, now we do the overhead reach. So you're going to push yourself back up to the top. We're going to lower down into a hover as you exhale and extend your arms overhead. Inhale, bend your elbows, push yourself back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Dive down, then we're going to turn it into the full breaststroke. Bend your elbows, push yourself up. 1 more time. Dive down, knit your ribs, push yourself back up. All right, here's the whole shebang. Dive down on the exhale, hit that long, low line. Inhale, circle the arms, lift your head and chest. Exhale, dive down low, reach your arms through. Inhale, big circle, open the collarbones. Exhale, pull your abs and reach. Inhale, circle around. And exhale, dive down. Inhale, circle. And lower. 2 more times. Float up using that inhale to lift you. Exhale, nice and low to the ground. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Tuck those elbows in by your sides. Which actually is not true. Take those arms out to the side. And I want you to pose yourself, palms into the floor, but pushing yourself away just a little bit so you're maintaining a hover position. Now, open your legs slightly wider and turn your toes out. You're going to bend alternating knees, trying to kick your foot towards the opposite shoulder. You'll see this better when I do the second leg. I am letting the knee lift a little bit. But beyond that slight lift, this is just like a little hamstring curl. It's just crossing the midline. And then you're going to take this as our base motion. We're going to add a pelvic rotation. So now you're going to reach across and let the pelvis twist. So it's almost like my foot's going to the opposite hand and then back down. I'm making it pretty big. Yours might not be this big. There's my belly again. And then back to the center. And so we're going to keep going side to side. I want your neck and your head to follow the rotation. So you're going to look to the side you're rotating away from. Basically, you're looking to the hand that you're pushing down into to make the anchor. And twist and lift and return. Let's do 1 more to each side. And down. Last one. Twist and lower. All right, sit back onto your heels. Round your spine. All right, let's stay here. Take a nice big breath in towards the back of your body. You're going to hold here for an exhale, pulling your abs in just a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale breath to stay there. When you exhale, roll up into a sitting position. All right, let's get classic. Let's do the 100 and the roll up next. So I'm going to put you back onto your back. It'll be crazy 100, which is not classic at all. Now it's lasted for like a second. In the crazy 100, I'm going to have you move your legs every 5 counts of the exercise. If that complicates things too much for you and you lose the fundamental purpose of the 100, endurance of your abs, forget the legs and just keep them in one position. All right, rock into imprint. So we do a small pelvic tilt so your low back's a little flatter, and then lift up one leg at a time into tabletop. From there, take another breath in. As you exhale, curl up your upper body and hover your arms off the mat. Now let's bounce. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could reach your legs out straight. Take them up to the ceiling, then lower them down again. Now tabletop. And push the legs long. Go up to the ceiling, then lower them down. Now tabletop. And exhale out straight. Go up to the ceiling, then lower your legs. Now tabletop. And push them out straight. Go up, then lower. Now tabletop. Exhale on the reach out. Inhale up, and exhale lower. One more round. Back to tabletop. And push them out straight. Go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck those knees in. Lower your head, release your feet to the mat. Start like giggling right away because as soon as I straighten my legs, like my knee leggings, like they're puckering, like as if my knees are too small, while clearly my butt is too big because I'm falling out of the top of my pants. And the whole reason I wear leggings is so none of these problems will happen. Woe is me. Your legs are straight, your feet are flexed, legs can be together or slightly separated. I probably shouldn't ask the question of how old these pants are because they're very old is the answer. All right, arms reaching overhead. Go about half the distance towards the floor, but while you set that up, make sure you're pulling your ribs down so you stay neutral in your alignment. Here we go. On your inhale, take your arms up over your chest. When you exhale, you're going to drop your chin and curl forward. If you are not able to complete a full rollover, just go up as high as you can and just wait for me to start coming back down. You're going to build endurance while we roll back. Then you'll match me and then come on down and reach your arms overhead. So it's going to be inhale breath, arms lift up. Exhale, we're going to go through the ab prep lift. Then you're going to imprint your lower spine so we get a full flex spine as you reach towards your legs. Start to roll back as you inhale. Tuck that tailbone under. Exhale, unravel, reach your arms back. Inhale, arms up over your chest. Exhale, nod the chin, curl forward. When you reach forward, keep your arms a little higher than your feet. Inhale, start to roll down. Unravel, reach your arms overhead. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, nod your chin, curl forward, reach towards your legs, roll back your pelvis, unravel, reach overhead. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, curl forward, reach to the legs. Now roll it back again and reach overhead. Last time you're just coming up, arms up. Nod the chin, compress the abs with your breath. Take one more nice big stretch towards the legs and stack up to vertical. All right. Now let's come up to kneeling. I hope you find me as entertaining as I find myself today. We're going to go into a half kneel. I'm going to suggest you curl those toes underneath unless that's uncomfortable. I think this will help you with what we're going to do, which is this. I'm going to have you begin with just a weight shift forward and back. As you shift back, you're going to hinge forward at your chest and then come up to vertical. Your hands don't have to be here unless you want to mark this, but I just want you to see where my chest and pelvis are in relationship to each other. What I would like you to do, bent elbows, you're going to swing the opposite arm to the front knee like you're running in place. So we're going to go one side to the other. 2 more times like that. Now from that move, you're just going to add rotation. As you shift your hips back, I want you to turn towards your front knee and then the back side when you come up. Front knee, back side. 2 more. 1 and up. Now, take that leg. We're going to turn, the knee that you're on. We're going to rotate. So now you're dealing with your other leg out to the side. I'm going to have you bring your hands up behind your head, and you're going to side bend towards the front knee and then come back up. And side bend over and lift. 2 more of these. All right, hold the arms there. Lift the heel up on the turned out leg, and I want you to pivot it in and out. Now I'm turning my foot, trying to minimize how much I'm rolling the ankle, but it'll roll a little. One more time. Put them together. Careful with the balance on this. Side bend towards the knee that's turning in. Now I'm reducing how much I'm turning in. If you feel torque on your knee, you're making it too big. If you're nervous about torquing your knee, just don't turn it, just do more side bends. All right, pivot back where you were. We're going to save blade combination. Go back to hands behind the head. All right, we're going to get wild here. We're going to go through the hinge we used before, but now you're going to use this to shift weight into your front leg and come up into a squat. I want you to take the same leg, step down, shift your weight back. Shift into your front foot, step up to squat, come back down, get that knee with control, and we're just shifting off the front leg. And again, up to the squat, then back down. If you're doing okay with that, up to squat, stand, squat, step back, let your weight shift off. Plant into your front foot, squat, stand, squat, shift back. You got to be nice on that landing. Shift forward, squat, rise, down, come with control. 2 more times. Shift forward, get on the feet, rise up, keep your weight in your heels, and ease yourself down. 1 more time. Shift into the foot, squat, stand, squat, shift on back. All right, let's turn around. Or don't turn around, you could totally switch legs, but I'm going to turn around. All right, going back to the top of the order. Marking, how did I mark before? I don't even remember. I think I marked it like this. We're just hinging and coming up. Okay, so we're getting that flexion at the hips and the dropping forward, so it's just the hip hinge up. Keep those arms tight by your sides. Opposite arm of the front knee swings forward, and then you rise up. Okay, get that pump like you would use if you were running. And your legs are doing this push-pull back and forth. 1 more time. Can we add a little twist to it? So now you're going to rotate to the front knee, back knee. Make sure those hips are still gliding forward. Be better than me. And 1 more time. You ever have a hopeless day? Hands behind your head. Side bend towards this knee 5 times. Over and up. I just want to give a shout out right now to my friend Shelly, who I hope is watching this, preferably while she's eating breakfast cereal or something like that. 1 more time. And I hope she had a bite of cereal in her mouth with some milk that might have spilled out through her nose at some point when she was giggling. All right, heel up. Let's turn your leg in and out. Ooh, also write in the comments if you get a pop in your hip in any of these. I'm just curious if you find this move fun or horrible. Especially now when we put it together. Drop your knee in and side bend. I've decided I'm going to talk about that comment section more often, but I know the truth is those of you who do this would prefer to just text me and tell me what you think of what we're doing. That's okay still too. And 1 more time. Over and return. All right. Ba-boom, boom. Remember, we need the toes curled under because we're going to like power off now. You're going to put your hands behind your head. The purpose of the weight shift is to just load and unload that front leg. So you're starting back a little bit. You're going to shift into your front foot, and we're just going to come up to the squat and then come back down to that one knee down. I mean, the one knee down. That's right. Shift forward, land in the squat, weight in your heels, come back down with control, shift your weight back. One more of those. Forward, sink into it, control that return. Let's add the stand. So I get the weight shit off to the front leg. Squat, stand up, squat, come on back down, shift off. Go forward, step into it, rise up tall, back down to squat, step down, shift back, forward, press into the ground, grow tall, back through squat, come into your lunge, and shift 2 more times into that front leg, transfer your weight, push up, lift your chest, through your squat, work your way down, weight shift off. One more time, into that front leg, squat, rise, back to squat, and then all the way down. Now, sorry for the awkwardness. Let's get back up. Just want to make sure we're on even reps up, down. Okay, move your mat out of the way. We're going to finish standing. Playing around with my favorite balancey thing, side lunges, some leg lifts, some twists, and stuff like that. Okay, I say hands behind the head again. Let's take a side lunge to the right. You're going to keep your standing leg straight when you go into it. We want to sink down, get a little pull in the inner thigh, and then you're going to come up to balance on one leg. If this balance on one leg is not a great idea for you, it's just going to be a tap in. Same push, get them real close so we get used to using the inner thighs. Otherwise, we're here. All right, now I want you to do the same side step. We're going to twist to the knee as it rises up, or twist to the toe tap side. Wide and turn. Try to linger, challenge the balance. This is great for your balance because it's so ankle focused, but anytime you're turning your head, it's like you're taking away one of your balance systems, so you have to rely on the sense in the foot. That was enough of those. Pretty sure that was 8. Scoot on over here. Let's just do that side lunge. So you're going out to your balance pose. Ooh, do better than me again. Linger. And then drop. Up. I like how this makes me feel a little bit like a flamingo. Like a flamingo in Dumbo had a love child, because my ears look pretty big right now. One more time. Let's add the twist on the next one. Dropping down, turning into it. And remember, you can always go back to lower leg. Lift that chest, make sure you're big in the rotation. 4 more times. And 3, 2, and 1 more. And done. All right. Just cooling you down real quick. I want you to come into a squat. Doesn't have to be too deep, but I do want you to get hinged forward. Weight in the heels, and now you're going to swing your hips side to side. Okay, so that's your side view. If you look at it from the front, you're just kind of like a tick-tock, not the application, tick-tock like an actual clock, back and forth. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle back into the center. Give me a catch stretch now. Exhale, tuck your tail under, flex into a C shape. Stick out your tail, elongate, and come into a slight extension. Exhale, tuck your tail under, pull your abs and round your back. Inhale, roll it back out. Exhale to flex. And inhale, flatten. 2 more times. Curl your spine. Flatten it out. 1 more. Curl it. Flatten it. Now, hands are still on the legs for support, but now you're going to slide your hands down your legs, extend the legs and look right between them. Let the hands slide back up, come down into your squat. And again, extend the legs, hang the head, and then come on back up. 2 more times. Round your spine and return. 1 more time. Lengthen, stretching the back of the legs, and come back up. All right. Arms up overhead. Little bend to your knees. Lift your heels up and lower them down. And lift and lower. 1 more of those. On the 4th one, you're going to lift your heels, rise back up, find the balance up there. Turn your head side to side. You know, I was going to be done with this workout right now. Drop your heels. That's usually how we end after push-ups. Let's not call that the end and let's really do push-ups. All right, so 2 rounds of 4 push-ups. I just don't feel like I did enough with your upper body today. All right, drop your chin, curl forward, round to the floor. Remind me of that when I start whining 1 second from now because I have to do push-ups. All right, so you're going to walk out to a plank. It could be full or it could be knee down. 3 pulses on the way down. Drop for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, push back up. And again, deeper, deeper, deeper. Exhale to lift. Drop 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Push back up. You're going to walk your hands in. We're just going to go to a pike, and I'm going to have you run in place a little. Now push the weight with your arms towards your legs. And we're still bearing weight on your wrists, but nowhere near as much as the push-ups. So hopefully you will count this as a break. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock it back out. All right, you can do the same plank position. You could also switch to knees down for the second set. Give me 4 more. Drop for 3, 2, 1. Smooth push up. And again, deeper, deeper, deeper. Lift. Down. 2, 3. Now I regret it. 1 more. 2, 3. Push it up. Walk it in. This time, bend the knees. Roll back up. Shake it out a little. You're all done. Have a great day. See you soon.